that's who I believed myself to be. Just I always got my way, and it was easy. I didn't have to do a lot. Um, Also with the friendship thing that I explained in another video. So it was like I'm interested in this being, but I'm gonna talk to this being, and I want really to be close with this being to get to that being, and I imagined myself to be, I you know, I imagined myself to be close with this being, and then what happened is it would happen, you know. But it's also something different, because this is really also with imagination, but it seems the same thing, because what I imagined would also happen. But I don't know if it's the same thing as the other thing is like when something big is there, or something that normally would be some chance thing, like uncertain, then for me it would just happen. Like if for someone else it was this huge thing and had to, and then this uncertainty and or sweating and effort thing, and had to climb, and it was hard and all these things. And for me it was never like that. It was never like that. It was always easy. And sometimes in the moment, yes, it was not fun. But in this achieving things, or I don't know, I just got it, you know. And it's like for others it would be this mountain to climb, and for me it was like on a river, and then having this little bump coming on, and then floating again, and little bump again. Really like that, and a little excitement before the bump, of course. But then it would just always be a little, you know, it never was a big deal. Never. I had such an easy life. Really. Yeah, I really did. So I can't even imagine what's happening out there in this world, because for me it was really so easy. It was just like, actually it was a bit like this pre-laid path, you know, like a pre-programmed life. It's like I had already this feeling that I just had to walk it, you know. It was easy, there was nothing to it. It was just, you do it, you know. It's like I already knew what was gonna be there 10 steps before it happened, and it would always be good. Yeah. Also with the imagining things, the imagination that then would become real. It's like I said, it's something a bit different, but it's not entirely different. But like, for instance, also with boys, then I would imagine myself, like, for instance, I wrote about it in my blog. Really, you should read it. It's really, or maybe not. Maybe you don't want to read it. I knew I was gonna be on a vacation with with many people, but there were these three boys, and I imagined myself to be in love with each of these boys. And actually, all three of those boys had a girlfriend at the time that I imagined myself to be in a relationship with, or in love with, every of the boys. And then I took every being in my imagination. Oh, and now it's like this. It would be like this, and this the same. And then I took the other being. Oh, it will be like this and this and this, and the other. It would actually be the same with every being, but you know, the picture changed of the being. But I would imagine the same thing with every three of them. Every one of them. Yeah, every one of the three. And then what happened on vacation is all three beings just fell in love with me, and then they were, oh, I'm gonna throw away my girlfriend. I'm gonna leave my girlfriend for you. So then that was really fucked up, of course, because I that's not what I imagined. I didn't imagine myself to be in a relationship with all three of the boys at the same time, you know. But that's what happened. All three. Way. So I was there with these three boys, and I came out with none of them. So, because in these imaginations, I imagined these circumstances that would make the experience of me better. In my imagination, these circumstances that I created in my imagination, like being in a relationship with a boy, would make the experience of me better. You know, actually, I even did imagine myself with these three boys at the same time being in love with me. I did. But in my imagination, it was so cool, you know? It was awesome, you know? But then, when it happened in real life, these circumstances would be there, but the experience of me would be the exact same thing. And even worse, because it was really fucked up, you know? All these three guys, and then they all had a girlfriend, and I knew two of the girlfriends. So that was really that was a mess, really a mess. But it's like I could see through what was happening, because it's like I imagined this. It's like I could see through this reality. Like, yeah, maybe that's the connection. In the last video, I didn't get the connection between just knowing I will get my way and this what I imagined coming through. It seemed like two different things, you know, like one thing with these bump things, that was one, and then the other one with what I imagined became true. Well, the link is that I could see through this reality a bit. It's like I could see through it. It's like I would know that somewhere it's fake. Yeah. Because in this thing, it's just like, what am I making such a big deal about? Because, you know, it's like, it's just a little joke. It's not really something to worry about, because, you know, I already know the outcome. It's like a game I'm playing, and I already know I'm gonna win. So, and for the other one, it was the same thing. It's like life is not such a mystery, because I imagined this to happen like that, and now it just happens. I really had this connection with what I imagined and then what would happen. It was really often. It really happens often like this. That I imagined it, and exactly the way I imagined it to be, that's what would happen. And for the other beings, it seemed really like, like, whoa, life is really, whoa, wild trip. With me, it was a bit, you know, I don't know. But maybe you get my point. I hope you get my point. Yeah. It was like just this with the imagining thing, like a see-through, you know. You know the mechanics of it all, so it's not really that mysterious anymore. And still, I just continued. Man, that's. I don't know how I did it to just continue when I know it. I knew it was like. I didn't like. I didn't like living. I didn't see the point in what I was doing, and I saw it was all. You know, like I explained. somewhere I saw it. I didn't see it like I'm seeing it now. Now I really see it. But there was this thing. What? This feeling, you know, this somewhere knowing, but in the back of my head, not here, not here. And still, I just continued what I was doing. I just, yeah, continued. Whoa, I don't know how long I'm talking. 20 minutes. I'll have to make several videos out of this. Okay, bye.